Today na the 12th day of May 2022. We want to say happy birthday to the President of Sierra Leone. We hope say wisdom and understanding we in need for rule this we fine sweet land God go giam. Also to you, Madam Watu, we say happy birthday. And to the Mami in Sef, Madam Quist, we say happy birthday, ma. I dey always share birthday. Wait, so the Vice President, not to today back nine birthday. But they are correct me if I'm wrong, but I won't believe say even the Vice President today in birthday. Although you're knocking loud. And for the first time, this Ramadan, we see the Vice President self, in family picture come out. Hey, okay. Anyway, happy birthday to all the people that they celebrate birthday today. What come out now though? The Ministry of Finance pull a press release with an address to the Minister of Trade and Industry. Also the Minister of Mines and Mineral Resources. And they'll copy other people in there. For say, the entire with concession, the entire with fuel business na the country. So now, if you know say you plant by boku, petroleum products, go meet the one the way they sell. Go get direct engagement with them. Get direct arrangement with them. Now there you go. Now you go they take foreign exchange, pay them. Okay. A catch made for small. Illegal for make any transaction na salon and use foreign currency. If it has been waived fully, let we know. Because we remember the last time when the bank governor come out, say we be done free now for work out past $10,000. Before, for work out past 10,000. But the last time, there was a concession where they left with and say because waiting do they out the dollar they work now and all them things then they. If you don't the day na then this year, you hear what they say, I know you from the bank governor, the dollar they work they go. The dollar they work they go. The dollar don't work go to even the Ministry of Internal Affairs don't increase passport price. Yes, because waiting do there was a bad deal from the previous administration where they tie passport price to $100. We know so then a country where dollar not the sidon. Dollar not the sidon mo now one day get foot for waka. Now one day get foot. So today you can make agreement say me and you na in dollar $100. Next week go check how much for $100. Dollar no dey sit down our country. So the previous administration will make a bad deal. Go tie dollar to passport. I make passport don't reach 1.3 million. We all know saying a bad deal. Me, I be the way to say this administration go overturn that deal. But then get the bad deal and when they overturn, and they get the one them when they're not able to overturn. Okay. So this one today, now between the Ministry of Mines and Mineral Resources and the Ministry of Trade and Industry. The Ministry of Finance say, then they pull on. They don't mix. And say they don't mix today, they don't mix tomorrow. But waiting then they see so. So if you know say, you dey buy bebe, plenty, boku, petroleum product, hey, go make arrangement with them. We will not did it today, you know did it tomorrow. Really? So I made the new money not come out it. Because this, it's worrisome. It is. It is try for show we say, we economy, we need for put on a aid, make we pay attention. Who side thing where government plan to do? Now then they hand over give the businessman them. Hey. Okay. Fuel force right now 15,000 per liter. So now the businessman there now then go make agreement, arrangement, whatever means they use now. Then where they want and they charge them, or where them find way and manner forgets them Forex. Now the final consumer get for feel and back. Because light force not in at the country. Low begin under force. Lights not in at the country. So the mobile companies them, the big companies them, I want to say like the Mega Cola, the Brewery, they have one the way left. Because cold storage say they don't mix, they don't pull on. Now Guinea they don't go sit down. They have one the way left now for bio. We not mix. Government, the finance back don't pull on. So now go get direct contact with them. So whatever they charge you now, whatever una agree they. Yeah. Okay. Because CTC safe. Then they use fuel. Then they call rest. Then crane then they. Where then they use so. Then machine then they where then they use. I don't know if we be think and fine or a bad off na the hand, so now make themselves just pull on. But the reason we then give for pull on, and say because of what's in the happen in the world. Hey. Okay. Let me read Naya small ba. Yeah? Ministry of Finance. I writes this. It's a purchase of petroleum products by mining companies and other commercial end users. The mining companies then back then they use heleba fuel. So even that much will make for that iron ore. Oh say how much million then go they pay we how much $1 million all thing and day. Some of you need to forget now. So even the refinery where the president say in go launch, we are really big talk there. Then now, finance don't pull on. All right, now wait first. Let listen, yeah. Let listen. Purchase of petroleum products by mining companies and other commercial end users. Ministry of Finance say, as you safe for the Yerimi, so you aware. Hey, you see, person begin talk. He begin bring you inside it. Must know no more now. He say, as you safe for the Yerimi, you aware. You not even go get doubts by this way, then they can't tell you say the current global crisis enough funny. It get heavy effect on economies them around the world. And Salone, safe, not left behind. I'll tell us, say the businessman then, and they can pepe. And the people then, yay, now they then go they put them. Finance say, you were there, hear me. You say, self, no get out. You no get out, self. For say the global crisis, get heavy effect na the world. Salone a part of the world. So Salone safe. Get your own load where they carry. Pan this crisis within the world. As the world defense solution for this ongoing economic challenge, the petroleum downstream sector self-definition better one. By waiting the happen between Russia and Ukraine. Because Russia, in case you forget, now one of the largest oil producing country. And the supply where they no more they supply. Now 53%. Then they give to sub-Saharan Africa. Until they hear not to be so. Now waiting finance one me and you for no. So because of waiting, I don't tell we so. They say following this crisis discussion with key stakeholders them inside the petrol products, the industry, the business, and also the mining sector. And then not left the one themselves we can talk about we budget for support development through with development partners then. Papa God. This development actors them. The development actors. Kai. Now they go. I don't know who stand the don't count solution for winner that country day. But anyway, let me talk to the SF. And finance say they need for take strategic decision regarding the importation of petroleum products and the provision of foreign exchange to the market. See, two key points then I am. Two key points. One, importation of petroleum products, and two, provision of foreign exchange to the market. Then say finance. They say they don't sit down. Then say so far. When they don't they check the record, they don't they check the record. Inside 2022, when at the first quarter, then at 4, and at January, February, March, April, first quarter. Then say the foreign exchange, the Forex support by the Bank of Salone for the importation, for make them bring petroleum products them inside the country for the first 4 months of this year. No more. They don't spend $24 million. Now, Bank of Salone don't spend $24 million. And right now, sir, the bank they think, then they consider for request for over $35 million more. Mr. Governor, I don't know if this is for bribe the petroleum people them. Not to me talking, I be talking the last thing. Even though they say not to that kind of bribery. But this way you don't talk and how go they use now. Even if you don't change them. But that first word, and say first word then. Remember how small word? Tell first word then they gonna cut. And say first word then they gonna cut. That's what they tell you small. If you don't spend 24 million at the first quarter, then he say they consider other 35 million. Now for second quarter or waiting. Anyway, they say that they consider. Finance say, however, despite the regular government support to the petroleum sector, wherein they provide foreign exchange for facilitate the importation of fuel, they say they don't see, don't ping, they don't look. And when they look and they realize, say, mining companies them and other major commercial users them we get concession, now then they benefit beaucoup. Yeah, this way, Uncle. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Papa God. Okay. This way, Uncle. No sector not the way for benefits. When they don't sit down, they don't look. Mining companies them. And the major commercial users them. Now they benefit. Okay. That's the way them be realized. Oh. They say they're not left funny, but they use the lens, that heavy lens, for watch and fine. For check the records. And the record shows say from January to March alone, the total uplift of diesel na 61,545,694 liters from the marketing companies then no more. Marketing companies 61 million, all right, pay attention. Mining companies and other commercial users, but that 61 million we come, they use 32,539,167 liters. So finance say, they alone they use 53% of diesel we can at the country. So then don't look at. They still forget to say, at the end of the day, the end users, we the people them. Now the same thing they do when they come, when they pull the tax per everything our taki. By the time they can put her now, Salomon, it don't late. By the time they pull her now, you know they say yourself, like say them pull her again. You know they say. So this, when they claim say, mining company and major companies, well, if you don't charge the mining company, you not charge them. Because at the end of the day, what's it they pull come out say for not to country than the maker. So for the mining companies zone, if you not let them get concession, that's fine. If you not let them get. Because na contract on assign, now na the benefit to the people only see safe. But the major companies then are the country. We wanna go pull this come on. And so go see, then thing then the price then they begin go up back. The price then go begin go up back. Why wanna not focus by the mining companies no more? Una for be give a breakdown of the mining companies alone and the other major commercial companies. Let we see who that be tea company there. But the major commercial companies are providing service and things they would use inside the country. Like I said, for me, Tripoli, una mining companies, whatever una plan is on you. 1 year then can give the people in surface rent. And the people in Sabi. But how they go? And say 53% and the mining companies and the commercial, the big one them, and they use per that 61 million liter we can at the country. This one they show say, while governments they provide concessions for their agencies here, they also they enjoy non-pass-through cost. As now then they use the fuel better one. And this fuel here is heavily subsidized. Okay. I know say una get a lot of communication strategies them. Una get beaucoup. But from day one, we fuel begin go up on this administration. We find out say now the subsidy now them be pulled. If I'm wrong, correct me. The previous administration Tawa say IMF and World Bank frown face by them because they be want they increase the price of fuel. Then say they not do it. This administration can Tawa force them pull more soon. But then we want money from them people and they. And them people and they, now for that subsidy where they go per fuel, now no more than see. And they say, hey, if you want this money, that subsidy una they put per fuel, una pull. So this one with finance, they tell we say it's heavily subsidized. How? How? Is it through the foreign exchange? Where then tell we now the first part say now then they provide, now the bank they provide. Now in that area they or waiting. Una get the communication strategist. Una need for tell we understand. So that you don't go misunderstand. Because for now, Tripoli me. I know say why fuel price they go up? Now because government pull and pan fuel, they no subsidize again. Unless if let's say the 100% of them they subsidize, then pull come out 50% or 20%, and then they subsidize now or waiting. But now they tell you say heavily subsidized. How? Let me understand. I dey learn every day. I just want to know how. Oh no, say from the one. From the one. Where the fuel go, was it 8,500 or 7,000 per liter? Now because they pull on per subsidy. All right. He say, then people here, then they enjoy concession. Then you know left do. Now, USA government subsidize better one. By the meager. Finance. The lily pepper. The lily pepper resources of foreign support provided by the Bank of Salone with the aim for cushioning the retail market. So we kayanda na lily pepper na miga na small na mustard seed. But when they talk other side, na bibiribi. There they go. They say by the mega resource of foreign support. Okay. So they subsidize na the foreign exchange. And I don't make like say na money una they give for we. Anyway, all the bank they provide. They say down there then they do them for cushion the retail market. This particular situation is potentially getting serious. Yeah. Okay. As there are evidence that the mining companies then they stockpile the diesel fuel. I don't tell una say una mining companies. Because as far as me, it's people concerned, I don't say we. That's what we they enjoy. So una mining companies where they stockpile fuel. Well, this is the thing, yeah. Is there any legal against mining company that are stockpiling fuel? If you know they wanna create one. But for say mining company they keep fuel, so because of that, the way una be they help them and the major companies there, una they pull land, let them go make arrangement for themselves. Was that a wise decision? But they family a wise decision. So then they afraid for go meet the mining companies where they keep fuel. If una not get on a book, now una don't see, una sit down, cabinet level, una arrange. Say this thing enough for happen. Una go na parliament, una go le complain dey. Una pass a bill for rectify that. Una call the mining companies and tell them say una not keep with fuel. But instead of that, una say no. Leone man suffer. Who that they make them decision yaba? Who that keep make them decision ya? Alright. And they stockpile fuel. And because of that, they say because then they stockpile the fuel, then they make we, the ordinary citizen, and the small business, then they suffer. They say now we then they suffer. Now we then they fight for. Papa God. Really, now una they fight for. Una they tell the major companies them now for go meet the fuel people them for go get direct contact with the lady and sort themselves out. Then at the end of the day, we wanna say una the fight for now we can feel the pinch back. If na mining company una want deal with, why una not deal with them directly? Una they afraid there? Why una not deal with them? How una for the guy we can inside there? Because the major commercial companies in the country where they provide services then at the country where we the consumers them Sierra Leoneans them go benefit from una say una the puller. Una say una the puller. Hey Papa God. Ye dominion ye. How they see so? Lord they go. Una not call we name say na una the fight for. Una get to na your plan. Una get to na your ball game. Una the fight for this. Not for we today, not because only can suffer and back. Not for we. Not for we do ya. O the big una. Okay. As a measure for curtail this adverse effect on the market, Because then the claim say waiting. The mining company they keep fuel. Effective the 1st of June. Okay. All companies with fuel concession and or when a large commercial uplifters so they buy beaucoup. Oh yeah. From the 1st of June, should either directly import their fuel requirements or enter into foreign currency denominated contract agreements for which all such payment should be made in the contract currency into an account of the importer in Sierra Leone. Let Epile understand this. Let Epile understand this one. From June 1, the companies them where they buy beaucoup then sabi themselves. Then companies then they for directly import the fuel where they want from Musai. But only can begin import fuel now. If them feel say they're able, they say make you directly import. Okay. The other triple, something don't kick in. The other triple, the thing say, this back na a way for make the oil refinery. Until then say now they get beaucoup space for keep. Because if you feel say you company, you so get money. You so get money. You go order directly out your own fuel. Who say the keeper? You go na the oil refinery. So if you go get batch number waiting, and then you go to keep your own. Yeah, okay. All right. So na business back for the oil refining or the storage. Just to refine it. So what they call oil refining? The storage where they just open then this year. At the detriment of we the citizens then back. Because this year for come back, it can bear to it. Alright. If you get money, import for yourself. Let ship kind sign. Import for yourself directly. Nobody no hold you. Yeah. The game now open. Yeah. Okay. But wow, now there mining companies then. Some of them get money. They will import for themselves. Or you enter into foreign currency denominated contract agreement. You go meet Mr. Triple. Mr. Triple, now they bring fuel come. A direct importer. You feel to say you not get that money for go directly to Safecon, NP, directly go buy oil come to the oil markets as them. Then transport and come for in as alone. You still get for campus through me. Because me, na me blunt can't wait. But the agreement who they make, the agreement who they make, what to salon money who they use? Because me first why they go buy not to salon money first, how they use. I can make say I need $100 million worth of fuel products. You can meet me. 100 million worth of fuel products. Then, who say you dey go get the 100 million for can with? You get for go back in a bank. Bank now will tell you say dollar no dey. Also, you go get for end up a street black market. Now, yeah, they just bring more business for the black marketers then. And from the 1st of June, you go say I talk and back now, yeah. Until now, dollar they play between 1,300,000, 1,320,000. We go see dollar they go 1,500,000 to 2 million. When this they kick in, when them people here go need the foreign exchange for pay them people here. Eh? Okay. This one, finance say, now for curtail the adverse effect to it again at the market. No. Now more. My dear, not to curtail on the curtail. This na more pressure. More nambara. More albalau. Now they count na the market. Because then get for go into that foreign currency denominated contract for which all payments should be made in the contract currency. The dollar where they talk about, the euro where they talk about, into an account of the importer na saloon. And in about good talk. The mining companies them. Now big players them out of Sierra Leone. Now make they don't mind whatever they mine. Now pull they pull and do. You feel say because they say you get for put an the importer in account in a saloon. It is a mining company na then this day for. The salon when me use sabi so. Yeah. The salon sabi so. Oh no, say the mining companies and big players them out of Sierra Leone. They don't need for put an the importer in account na salon. And go meet outside salon. And did business day. Feel kind size salon. The wale will say they don't do good work. No, listen to this other paragraph. By this measure where they don't put the Petroleum Regulatory Agency go regularly monitor the importation of fuel by the mining companies and other commercial end users for the implementation of the foreign exchange-based contract we then get from the 1st of June 2022. Okay. So now, some people are now then get for put pada monitor units day. And I then catch so. They hombre the don't butter. Would that be one be loose? Would be don't get land? Now you don't come also. Can we reach at the mining company? They say you want can check. and lick in brown envelope. Go so. And say na for we then they do am. By copy of this letter, the Commissioner General NRA, they don't direct them for ensure local uplift of fuel to commercial categories are upheld until the directive is complied with by the relevant agencies. You don't see again another mistake. Wait, yeah. We get 1st of June. We get vacancy fuel scarcity. So by this sentence, all the man get for suffer and force until the one the way they don't say do waiting them for do then do am before the one them we not mix by that commercial category begin enjoy them benefits back. Like Papa na house. Tiki pule na the big one. But tiki pule for the inside house 6 o'clock because they misbehave. The small one them, that's enough for bet them. Then free 7 o'clock. But the papa thing to say, if the small one they save dinner do, Tikipule save go and go na do. But you don't tell Tikipule say 6 o'clock 9 cut off time. So in our attitude, he say, hey, all the man inside 6 o'clock. Say I know say Tikipule don't understand say 6 o'clock enough for the go na do. Now the time una go begin go na do now. Why the small one they for suffer for the big one in your attitude? Now they do so na ya. Hi. By copy of this letter. Oh, Papa God. Here we go again. By copy of this letter, the Commissioner General of NRA is directed to ensure local uplift of fuel to commercial categories are upheld in season force until then one day they don't call now, they take training. This letter, Dennis K. Vandy, Minister of Finance, na sign am. And he had to Dr. Edward Ingasandi, when I the Minister of Trade and Industry, and also Mr. Timothy Musa Kaba, when I the Minister of Mines and Mineral Resources. Beaucoup people in copy the Chief Minister, Deputy Minister of Finance 1, Deputy Minister of Finance 2, the Secretary to the President, the Secretary to the Vice President, the Bank Governor, the Financial Secretary, the Commissioner General NRA, the Commissioner Customs and Excise Department NRA, the Executive Chairman Petroleum Regulatory Agency, the Chief Executive Officer of Oil Marketing Companies. They all then copy the NRA. Abe Sharif, is this your first time coming here? If now you first time this, you're welcome. Yeah? If now you first time this, welcome. We'll go give you ginger beer and let you drink. Yeah? But relax, your blood look warm. I make you they begin call names na ya. Your blood look warm. Relax no more. Pay attention. Yeah? Whatever you get now your aid or your mindset. Try for mix and small. Let you understand who say you come. Yeah? Thank you. Tina Dandy no go tell you. The chief whip de na ya. Jerome. Na the chief whip. Yeah? Okay. Ministry of Finance say then they pull her and they no mix. Because wetin do? The mining company then they keep fuel. So they not gonna front them. So then drag the other commercial people and can inside the talk. Say the major, the big one them. Where they use boku fuel. Even the mobile companies not get for left behind no. Because most stuff outside them pole and they lights not ready. Now diesel then they use. So mobile companies have not get for left behind for this. So we get for begin see price increase. We all know say petroleum products na salon. Talk and go talk and can na political commodity. Relax no more. You go understand. Petroleum product na salon. When they take them for granted. Finance, not for pull and this hour. We don't reach 15,000 per liter. So when I do this, when I reduce them for we. Okay. Like out to friend quick. Let me hear you. What's in the get for we? Welcome on board, who's friend. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A, for giving the platform. And thanks to all our listeners and viewers them. And thanks to the source of information. Regarding this issue, now a big economic problem more than they try to solve. But the solution, there is an issue here where government we don't get problem with foreign exchange. And we know say we base currency and the code currency, we they get a problem that now waiting with the give and against waiting then they sell. And against waiting then they sell na the dollar won't have been the base currency. So who now quoting it for let we go get them in terms of foreign exchange, you find out see problems and we don't do. And looking at the market and looking at the trend of economic problem globally, you see say again problem they and many countries who they face fiscal problem, then how then government they manage the money and how then they get them the source of revenue for them go meet people in demand. But here, with the good area now, we're losing at petroleum, now the main problem now. We don't become this behind this. So looking at the problem back when at the oil price markets, instead of you get your own issue. But it all comes down to countries and we don't they ahead, we don't develop, and then decision what they make within themselves, we define we self they where we not always find solution for sustain we in case them tear come. Because the price of petrol no means a petrol no day for say it's shorting or na boku no boku, but now because of policies we dey between OPEC and OPEC plus. Of course, Russia just will summarize and we don't put this OPEC plus before themselves. We say United Arab Emirates for the put petrol production high, so a price would differ. Would differ the way they want for selling. But all that it just come down to policies. And but again, now here we now a country will be depend on products when outside when they buy. So Salon when they buy petroleum, most times we can get partners with different countries. But I believe say United Arab Emirates was one of them where the companies where they deal with these imports and they get. And even Senegal, which is near us, which is lately not too long ago. So when cases to say petrol don't come, you know, to say those are all the areas because they say they get bigger storage. So then they go buy a partnership with these main companies, they can sell them. Not that Senegal will sell them that way, but na partnership companies. Then they even get Switzerland over them they buy too. And then of course Senegal, Guinea, and then they get the United Arab Emirates, some of them are Spain. But because of the uniformity of them petrol, they out and they buy them, the outside they say they buy them, it differ. But it comes down to how we not go negotiate with the companies that work with them before don't buffer, as they say that ring fencing, with them before don't secure. Give them that money, they will them go secure. So that when the turnover of that petroleum in that partnership profit go come to them back. But when they fail for subsidies, like we say now, not been doing, then the thing let go. And then the whereas they now then begin to go for different products from different areas. So this alone they cause back the price of the petrol for they fluctuate. But then come with the solution. Recently, they say let we increase the size of the accommodation of the petrol product so it will last longer. When they bring it now they try for sure now say the foreign exchange stockpiling. There are two issues: the foreign exchange and the stockpiling. The stockpiling and the one where they say the companies where they call now say now the commercial the market and the mining and the stockpile them. So because of this, they get a problem with the mining companies towards the demand where the other public, where the drivers then try for look directly to the drivers or waiting government go get. So that the population will say, oh, well, the price don't go down. But that not be able for all again because one, the base currency and we the court currency not be the the forex. What would they give for now get for now will get that basement they for leather currency they will able to get that. So if I don't say the GDP it can fluctuate again. For now we'll sell something, we'll get say we don't sell a currency will they get that. Then you see again the bank governor will comment say about how the government in policy they affect our back. So he bring all method them, he try to push the dollar under. So there were a lot of series of catalog of methods them where they don't apply, but they not can work. So now then they come with the waiting at the drastic and radical approach. And the drastic and radical approach, now in they always cause a knee jack in many areas. It will likely cause a knee jack with the company, one of the mining company, because one, remember, the company they try for pay una force within a corporate tax. They not even pay according to worldwide regulations. Then they get for pay back rent that land rent allowance or surface rent allowance for the people then. So that's how they first forget them profit. That's how they get them workers. So then them instruments they wouldn't get now. These are instruments where most of them are crude oil then they use. So using them when I would use crude oil and heavy fueling, then therefore accommodate them. And then therefore make sure say for meet that demand with the tonnage where they go out for produce and keep her, they will always stockpile because then they foresee. But all around the government, because we are not can meet up, then we are not can bring. Just like you get a wild dog in the house. You get a wild dog in the house, you get for make sure say you feed them things where he wants. In other words, like you say alligator, he eats skin or animal flesh. He make sure say he get animal flesh so he not go accidentally come or he can cause damage. Even though there are other security, but just a direct example. So you don't get the mining. They want the GDP, but now you deprive them now of the petroleum. Waiting them feel say them go able for get for secure. So now two things they give them. Once let the GDP come, then again, una get for responsible for this. Then want the GDP so that it will back up the new currency. But the new currency need back foreign exchange. So here comes now the area of chartered accounting, when we don't shut in that country, where the globe self they get problem, wherein how we not go able to balance the economy, how we not go able to get an inflow and outflow. So now that area the mathematics is very critical. Not so everybody know. If we say no, but just the principles about it. But the point here is those are the tricky areas where I believe say then they get deficiency now of how to tackle the inflation, how to deal with the foreign exchange, how we will get her. And then they try to boost the GDP in some other market areas. They will go back up the GDP. But it get guidelines with radical approach. It all comes down to areas wherein they go try and look, say, if we they get donor aids, if we get money from NGOs, if we get an influx of dollars from other sources, then these are the money for don't transform to other areas where before don't be like a buffer, where for don't revenue for don't they come. But when you see most of the money they may exchange them, fiscal policy will affect them. They will change them in forms of physical money when they give people in the street. So here in the dollar they come out, it go somewhere, and then when they go somewhere, now the millions they go meet the people now. So when the government they give the bulk money to the people, but they have been get issues where their money there. Some of them they know they come back because of the period where they give the microcredit or the time or the individual. Some of them succeed, but not to the way where it go. Now show the influx of the profit come back. So that's again now an area where the government will be able to raise money for kind side. So now they don't get exploitation of areas where they don't try to get revenues. So the revenue wouldn't they get now, they look scarce because this is quite blank. Everybody is seeing it. They say the sequence of paying of salaries, it don't work well. And then they try to maintain policies then they try to maintain the policy for meet up. And then they see now foreign aids, which is very serious. The foreign aids them wouldn't they blame so about, they are all cutting down funds. But the recent one, we will discover you bring the topic is a very serious issue. But the total issue here is there are areas where funds them in the council frequent in terms of aid. We go buffer areas and what they need, like the health sector, free medication. But you know the good again, because those funds have been squeezed for reasons that where the government them or the other donor partners themselves they take policies for work on their own tax system and their own revenue. So that in they go on now, but una for always start from where una able, because then getting on revenue wouldn't they get from the bauxite. God help them the land base boku, so they own mineral extracts or whatever you call them, they support their own revenue. So that's why they safe on them. But we don't get a problem of extreme resources and we don't get. But the substantial government they would not come, the revenue wouldn't for don't get per sector here. Now it not be adequate because of the regulation them and the framework of things that will not be effective. The administration they been there, the system will be there. Now most of it become a culprit of two world. In other words, a culprit of two world, of culprit of trying to say we they get revenue from all their mines there. As we they get them, then we know the look of waiting in total where we for don they arrange for get, and then the waiting the people need for get, then waiting then what they pull that they get from this. So these are all the areas you get for workouts. You get all those baselines. You look at the opportunity that we want for give the downstream investment. And when you talk about that downstream investment, it entails quite a lot because I think the trade value they come, I think the shares then they work. Because online company when as alone so now when they try for say now then they mine. They're not partners. Then even the ones that when they do the petroleum, na partners. So in doing these things, you just say the partnership, so they don't need partnership because then they get shares. Then the money, they said they get shares. The owner, they need profit from this share in the form of taxation. So now one day now the game playing. Because then when they get the partners, you see that they do very well. They do everything, they go on well. But Una as the government, because of the regulation and the companies and don't prevent Una for Una will get Una revenue. When they say through Una own framework, Una don't set the method of what they put. The country now where they across all of West Africa. And now we now only get that problem they, in terms of that side. So we get for hope more the revenue and the face, then get for find a way. And the other thing I hope more then go try and investigate again because this oil exploration dem bin don do am in 3 phases. I been know say dem bin don do one stage wey na the first one wey na Mobil bin do am in 1982 with another company wey dem call Amoco wey come later 1985. So dem bin don go do the depth of them well there between Liberia and Salone, that burnt area there. Dem bin get fuel on the other side. But dem drill there, dem bin don do am back recently wey na 2003. But the petroleum, then they say, no, well, the petrol get, so fine. But this last exploration, now I don't know in detail, but anytime I get more info, I will be able to explain. But I don't want to tell a lie. But the point is that these are things who don't happen. The exploration don't happen for our petroleum. And our gas back would they produce. And that gas, the America can buy the gas and they buy it from Nigeria. But why we not go try negotiate a company now? We I don't know why. If not because of the taxation back or the policy, or I don't know if not because of the state of the country, well in there. But I believe saying a negotiation in terms of where we are able for arrange, let them can look into that petroleum. If not the gas we will get from them, if the petroleum from 1982 to now, not look develop it, I doubt it. But it all comes down to instead they don't plug all those wells. I don't even know if those are dangerous thing to the marine, but I believe say security go there and rather than go alert say yeah well there and other thing there. But I believe say that thing wouldn't go do people and for no say well did it. But the point is that these are the stage we don't reach. Why they not go now to the next stage? One of the extraction and development of which we'll get from that funding. So these are the areas they get for the look back. Because if we not get things there, they will not go able to manage. Because they get the crude oil and we don't get the petroleum refinery, then we not go just try to expand them. Because then they say back the site where they go put the petroleum refinery because you're already in Akisia and they say fine. Then so that was the time ago they suggest a bond will be a place where they talk about this boats where they say they will bring one electronics in boats where they go bring them. I don't know if that project don't start in terms of the aviation being promised that. But all that them is saying that side they then go put the petroleum refinery, the new one. So because they well they, but how they going to do this? If they go just go put another from the import where they get the crude oil, or they go try let them explore. And not say it's easy, and not say it's cheap, but it's a matter of when you get money, when you can inside the prioritize them. Now in they call physical discipline, behavior. Well, you see the money, these are put on by this. That's where they go for are pull for smaller like buy Watana Road. I don't know which are they go meet the price. I don't know how we can sell. You don't know all those kind of things. So these are the things when are practical things when it comes to development of the country and investment. So the battle here is the battle of how they try for cripple the mining. We don't know say they might cripple it in some way indirectly, and they're trying to get Forex where they don't see they're not going to give them Forex. Because they give them Forex, so that was the thing. For them go buy. So you want buy now, you go use your Forex or you order your petroleum. So these are the things now. And then you look at climate change, which petrol will they go buy, which diesel will they go use. Now how we go affect the sea because you get off our water we go. Not talk about water if I go left and back, but pollution of the water because of the method when they apply for the mining, the machine them. Some other countries now then they try to recommend say the machine they wouldn't use now climate favored one them. So the petroleum or the fuel where they fuel there, it look expensive, but they find way like hydro, like lithium batteries. They get other sources. It's quite a long range. It all just involves common sense. People that we got knowledge, people that tap knowledge from where they for tap from. People that put policies and people that know the value of money and know how things in the work out. But this is going to be a time wherein the central bank will get a big problem because they get for find a difficulty how they will get the money for go make the new value of the one they want to put so. So it all comes down to valuing our base currency towards the quote currency, where I hope say that not will even affect local content policy the way they want for can put again because the local content policy you talk about the commercial users marketing. So how about those? Are they known or just a ministry they work on with related one that tomorrow down back it gets a problem? So they have to work in concert so they don't go left side with the way and lock the back open. Even when they dig that, as I say, they go lock the one hole first, they go chase them from the one hole. But when you left the one hole, that's so they go. And this is what is happening in politics most times. Then they do, then they forget. So that God will help that wisdom there. When I forget, we wish we president a happy birthday and let God continue to give them wisdom and charisma, because that one is the main thing. So we up before people them, you go know say like people are the top two and they are the help, and they make a deal. Thank you very much. Let God continue for help we and the help nation. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you, sir.
All right, thank you very much,
Yeah,
whose
you're
friend.
welcome. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
I want to say thanks to whose friend for your submission today. The phone line is now open. 232-78990-991. 232-78990-991. That if you want for call on WhatsApp, now the number that one day. If you want for call direct, either United States or United Kingdom. United States are 1-646-610-3107. United States 1-646-610-3107. United Kingdom na 44-739-803-0402. If you're watching on Facebook, looking at the screen, you will see the numbers, then the scroll. If na YouTube you dey, don't worry, because this not a live for you na YouTube. Alright, the phone line open now. If you just join me, Ministry of Finance say the game is too big for them. And these fuel products, the petroleum product, so then they pull on. Would have to say get money? The mining company if you say get money, better one. Lay import fuel directly for himself. Nobody know that. But if you feel to say, you no go able for import directly. If you feel say you no go able, wahala no dey. Go meet the companies then, get agreement with them, and una do business dey. But no say na inside salon you for put that money dey. And like na foreign exchange una meet up pa. Yes, call ID live on here. You name and outside the call from, please.
My name Musa. They call from Sweden.
Yes, Musa, you get 3 minutes waiting na your contribution.
This with the Sierra Leoneans, this is a clear call for we all. This is a wake-up call for we all in Sierra Leone, because it's not going to affect only APC or MGC. This is going to affect we all, and especially who back within the diaspora. Family problems and level can increase more, according to where Usman just be analyzed. This still really worrisome, and I wish this government can always think about the people. Even the way they talk about the team, I just see done. I worry the life we live right now, the next coming month, they will see worst thing they ever seen in their life. They call on Sierra Leoneans, both home and abroad. Don't make the rule of engagement. If they marry not right, if they not right, let people go back to school. If the president don't begin for put game blame from the APC to this point, still the game blame they go on. Now they push the responsibility to the companies and for take responsibility for go buy fuel. Okay, Lord just say if they go buy the fuel, Lord just say 10,000. The guy can say go buy 15,000. You understand? Because they're gonna make profit first. You understand? They don't make profit from the fuel, then they can't make up from win the people now, because we back home in Europe, so they affect. Because you get one of your mama, family, relatives, and in Africa, this should make for balance. So thing will be they spend a day, thing will be one butcher a day, where they spend $100. Now you cost like almost $200. It affects me directly. But the government need to think. All them think about themselves, how they achieve, and they want for make people to know say this government they do good. How? I just don't get it, man. I just now understand why the too much of arrest don't boku. What possible talk they roll you? Because it's like no other person blow the whistle. If you see a whole department, a whole minister, they call them camp presses, It's like there's not even chain work. It's like the next you don't talk, safe. You understand? It's like a cabinet meeting. Some minister need to talk to some ministry. You understand? This is the thing all the sinners alone. And they blame Alex by Chrome. We be subsidized for we. They say they waste money. Now, Sierra Leone people they don't see the truth. The target for Dr. Sambra Kamara. And now we Salon people they need them more than ever. And now he can show himself 2023. If we are a real doctor, we will solve the problem. You understand? And I pray God for Allah God get the wisdom for let him know how to solve this problem. Sierra Leone them. This will not see not it. The more they now for come. Oh, prepare. God bless you. God bless you all.
All right, thank you very much, caller. Salon problem. The solution there. Okay. Phone line still open. But when I feel say we do not do well, then in the next 5 minutes we go end them. But where you go begin see some funny thing inside June, make like say you no be understand so we don't call the thing na table na ya. We don't get the companies then, the mining companies then. And to an extent I feel say the mobile companies them are part of those commercial major companies that the press release is saying. Even though they not categorize them. And saying to know a master. Kabaslot no a missus. So they no need for call the name there. They know themselves. But I feel say the mobile companies then did it. The likes of Brewery. I want to feel say they mixed it. And this one. So I feel low. I feel say themselves they use a lot of fuel at the country. But wait too. You don't ever think who are they in charge of monetary policy and the fiscal policy? The monetary policy. Yeah? What the thinking? Oh, the budget and everything, and talk about the fiscal. Who is in charge? If them people in the way they in charge, then they talk to themselves or then all man they on their own. Because until we say factory them. All waiting and they sell na salon na Leone's. But then for go make arrangements with the one them. Where they import fuel. And a foreign exchange them for go talk with. And they expect them for pay them in foreign currency. And then for pay on a salon. Who side then na Leone's then they make. I thought talker say, he said the subsidy and be waste of money. He said don't put politics aside first bar. He said, no amongst big companies then be the benefit from that subsidy day. If you watch them put a taxi, keke, bike, it's a small number then they consume. But the big one them, and then they consume better one. Then they make huge profits while the government they subsidize for the fuel. Ato, I be ask question na just now about this subsidy. The only one why I know say then call subsidy now. Now that foreign exchange, where the Bank of Sierra Leone they help the importers them forget. So now me then tell we say with the meager, the lily pepper we Bank of Sierra Leone get, the mining companies they suck beaucoup. And they say the mining companies then go keep the fuel and they keep fuel. I go come back like bring this caller in. You dey live on here, sir. 3 minutes.
Thank you very much, my brother. You know, moving to oil policy. I not study political science. But if you watch a trend, in life you get for watch a trend. Like all people like they say, look, no look aside for them, look aside bucky food. We not get a government. Shaka still will not be know what's in a fiscal policy. Momo in entire life now drunk if you go drunk and have been to money. Say peace by SF day, then load and carry and go nails. And as by Chroma, we brother then the whole hand I hate say it be better. I'm not seeing. Because the reason being, during your own tenure, not to SLPP say, not to NGC say, not to KY say, not to UP say. Now they say Sierra Leone now been the fastest developing economy. Now the world, imagine the whole world. Outside the Asian and the Western world, then they make their own stride. They say we be the develop, we economy they go faster. But yet, it not be the tell on the people. Because we still not get drinking water we clean. We still not get light. We still get cottage and connaught where people then left since the 50s. So they don't know they will get fiscal policy idea. The fiscal policy where they get, then people are now working in the campaign, they don't donate money, you take that ministry there, you take that ministry there, eat what you want, eat and now, because other people themselves got for come. This guy we consider, now the same thing. Look around everybody will matter be you higher. Show me anyone who don't make impact na the people in life na Sierra Leone. All the people that we hire. Members of parliament, department managers, show me anyone where say, this person where would be put there, you they see in department or in ministry, it really they do the needful for the people. Show me anyone. In all day, because they not get the know-how. Then people are because Africa, Sierra Leone to be. Show me any president when you don't ever hear them call any American president doctor. When you not get the doctor name. When any president when she don't as a doctor, ceremonial doctor, memorabilia doctor, the people that sit down with them big letter behind them, they don't. When Marabio first take over, Marabio na a camouflage. Marabio in government, where they come, that majiji, that big talk where they come with. What's not the first thing they tell you? They tell me. They say they don't do visibility study. How much na the money where they bring plan they all will be the surveillance, the waka adapt service not to some foreign country and go pay the money for they can surveillance way or can spread some kind of X-rays per week. Who knows? Because from when Marabio talks, they do the visibility studies and they don't. Marabio don't come back. Anybody, the minister or anybody don't come back and tell me who side they say diamond boku or who side they say oil day or who side they say bauxite day or iron ore day. They don't tell you who side until they did it because the money they spend. Marabio talks say foreign donors and they donate and they give money for doing disability study. Now, in time they don't so, ladies and gentlemen, Marabio, give me 1 minute. All right. Marabio, I'm on the phone. I'll come back with you guys. I'll talk to you. Close the door. No, close the door. I'm coming. Marabio, now in time, now in the done so, ladies and gentlemen, this man would tell me anything, but then visibility studies and what you do. So, what they spend the money that they for, where they go take their machine and they or their helicopter and they or their camera and they they go and look that we run them. What in the full commodity? Guinea, if I'm not lying, on the bauxite they get. Maybe they get little thing. But in terms of minerals, we get past them. Because Nigeria not getting happy. But let us strive. Guinea a bauxite. But Guinea need to suffer for dollar. Guinea, the dollar, it weaken. It go down compared to the franc Guinea. We just like what they say. If we not be careful, by June, the dollar they go to 2 million. What do they do? Would I then a salon? Show me any low-level civil servant where they make 2 million a salon. Show me anyone. The other thing with them company, my own question about it, the NT, now they go by. Me not feel say, I don't know, maybe you know, you go pick up who's left, explain to me. But the way when me they look at, I don't feel say it go be a burden because them people there, mind you, now mind and they can't mind. What they don't take with property, the what they don't take from we, what they go, now dollar they go sell. So what they sell in dollars, now they use that dollar day for buying in dollars the petrol if not so you go for be or whatever gas. Now they use that same dollar they now then buy them outside. So when they come with a saloon, not to sell in the can't sell them. For saying they can't sell them, they end up they get Leos. Now use them, they can't use them with their own machinery. Then they use them for the generator.
Okay.
So not to for saying they can't sell them. So
Okay,
now
wait.
that I not able get.
Clark,
Because
Isaac,
when they
I know
talk
say
say they pass
pause
amount
you.
to the people, I not get that side in.
Okay, wait. Let me make a quick clear now. The one way they talk so, now two options then give them. I don't know if you be there that side where they talk and they get two options. Either you import and directly from the source, whosoever you go import and you count them, or if you want import through the one the way they import the salon. If you want import through the one then they now salon you for do the business, not to outside salon.
Okay. But
So
again,
if they don't go out,
so what yes, sir.
If they don't go out, they don't go do the business. They like how you say, then do the Forex
Yes.
and out, then they do them. So then they try for tell us, they never come inside salon back with the dollar. No, they come try for if they're not able order directly. If they're not able
Yes,
to
sir.
do the option 1, if not the option 2, then get for kind side. And look, me,
Right.
like I said, me self, I not got issue with the mining company. Either and then there. But the major players,
Right.
let's say now, like the mobile companies, I feel say they
Yes,
are
sir.
heavy users. They self mix
Yes.
inside. The big factory they self mix inside. Now they all
Yes.
would they talk about now. If them
Oh,
punish, let them
okay.
punish the mining companies. I care
Right.
less about them.
Right.
But now the
You-
other
you-
companies where the salon people learn the benefit from services in the country, now me feel say I get issue with.
You're absolutely right. Now I don't get you correct. Because if not the mining company, quite honestly, they know they do business with Leos. When they can get the product, now dollar they go sell. So if they tell them, say, oh, if you never go buy and in dollars, can't buy now, they still get the dollar because now dollar now they go sell. So they go count that dollar, they buy. And not of us when they buy now, selling, they sell the oil. Then they buy them for use them with the machineries. Them. So then go get the dollar. Now, like what you say, Africell, Kisellen, and they, because now Leons then they deal with, because now Leon Sierra Leone they deal with. So if you say make them give you Leons and dollar, where they not get dollar, then therefore go out and go look for dollar. And if they go buy dollar high, you're right, that go past, that money they go past. But the problem is now this are they tell people Marabio not get any clue how to run a government. He not get them. You they see the people and the way the policies the way they put through and the way they talk. This morning back I've been listening the member of parliament from Kono and the member of parliament from Moyamba. The guy didn't make no sense. It didn't make any sense when they question and say all the things and way matter you because until I fought him, you don't go to parliament, you don't go talk to him. Now he last in this until you go shut parliament down now. The first time when he open parliament, where he talk, now then you go tell you say, now this I want to do, now this I want to do, now this I want to do. The second term, that's what I say I want to do, I don't do this, but this not done it. The third term, we done the almost done. The fourth term now, pam param, we done done. This is not the end product. But there's no end product. You see any end product from Monday? You see any end product? You see light? You see water? We still not to 90. We charity we don't call we dey get our money now. They talk say for go build school na who sign at the place na who sign at the place so they say for go build school. Not to still not to that thing with Dr. Satuka they talk about. So where's the end product? Less of it, right? So school they know they we still get picking them where they butu they write in a ground. We still get picking them where they can cap and paper and go through away in a bush because toilets not in the school, water no day. We still get picking them where they walk a mile for going to school. We still get teacher them where they go sell butterscotch because the 1,300,000 they give them, they not do. And now the one of the things is where this man take a chunk of the people the money, because me not to me money, and they pay tax there. He take a chunk of the people the money, he spend them. So all them 4 times a way he don't go talk to the parliament. From the day we go tell us that this I want do, well, we don't begin to do a more, well, we don't go far. Now the 4th term, pamparam, we don't done. Anybody see maybe that this question is open to any SLPP person? Anybody see anything? Because when you didn't have free tongue, you didn't feel the pain. Light no day, ladies and gentlemen. Good water no day. Triple A, now when me to go free tongue. Right now, don't ship. The toy. Last year, when me go na free tongue, you know if you don't experience that. When me go, what was na free tongue? What kind of
It is scratch.
If you
I
like
always
somebody
use
take
the
pin them,
toy.
needle
I
them.
always get the toy.
Oh boy. If even like say somebody take pin them, you know like how they do, how they call that thing they say, then Chinese that the medicine thing, acupuncture, where they put them
Yeah, it's
needle them for you.
scratch.
Now so you the me can I say, hey God, what you don't go happen to me? After say na eat na something I go eat. Like say they take needle and they chuk them. This time around, now me cousin say return. Because you afraid even the return last alone, you afraid. So now I don't ship them. Now where say I reach the next month? I go next week after next Thursday. And how they wash it now, take accommodate. So if we want to go there number for one month or 2 months, how you feel say with people who done that they leave, they not get that money there for it, let alone put the toilet and the water for mix up. How you feel say then they leave? But yet them people like they still tell me say don't. They don't do. Let God help we. Let God help we. Let God help we, because this man not get no clue about governance, how to rule. He not get no clue. He not do anything. Zero zip. For let anybody tell me say, hey, now for get small credit. Credit for where? Water no day, light no day. People they never get paid. People they not get time for kaka. People they not get hospital for go lay down. Thank you very much, my
Thank you
brother.
very
Now no
much,
whole
man.
other people then.
All right. But then in one tip though, when you go salon, always get the toy. I always get. Even as we speak, I get it, and I don't even buy it back. I always. If not, you go scratch. You not go right with you. You not go right with you. Trust. You need them. Yeah. Well, done, but I just come with this call, huh? I miss a call. I just can't return. There we are. You waiting and get for we. Yes, caller, I did live on air. Your name and also the call from, please.
Just people, good evening. I call from Maryland.
Yes, you
I
get
just
3
want to add me
minutes.
on this oil business here.
Yes.
I said, brother, Africa, we just saw, we don't get, we lazy, we don't get good leader. You know, go believe, say, I believe in news, Nigeria, country where get, that's the money they talk in the background. Country where get oil that is so they plane they tin up, they not get fuel for let the plane then travel. Also, they one of the giants of Africa. Now 3 months so they're not the lecturers, they students don't use for 3 consecutive months. They need to go to school. But right now, let's have the election next year. Each candidate they pay 150,000 US dollars for buy form for fill for the next year elections there. over 30 people and they buy the form every day. But you get students in Nigeria where they sit on a house for 3 consecutive months, they're not going to school. Africa, we sorry, we not learn from COVID, we not learn from Ukraine war. Whereby now everybody for don't try for independence and we all go make farm, except now subsistence farming. We manufacture we own things and as we China they been do, and like you know to the American standard now. So you go the cut and join yourself be something. Ukraine it's always then get war. The farmers then still the force for farm. Then they find a way how they improve and go come out of the village there. But we all the time this partner say this part if you any partner they go say this is subject and because you're not independent, the partner the European Union say that, Americans say that. If you say America they get mind, they go talk about police brutality na Sierra Leone. We all know the type of killing will happen now. When you become a parasite, all man they just can't the two as APC or European Union say SLPPO, European Union say, Americans say. They are so stupid as if they don't even listen. No matter being problem, all my way higher, none no get experience. I hope say next year anybody win election, whether they appointed for just for say I get doctor. Ask for this person, have this person had a job before? Like for example, that man at the hospital, that doctor, you go really know say he was a doctor before he. When this short term we don't go, some difference don't happen at court. They try to cut it every with the see pictures there. Like you go really know for saying that we don't get experience in field of study before you go. But everybody want to become doctor. Matter being get doctors and pass the whole world. No wonder they get this here pneumonia. Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you very much, caller. All right. Now we'll go left this talk. But the yai still the watch. As the talker say, he say triple A, spot on. He say again, if you toss the coin, then not go stand for lose too much, because then go get them directly from the importers, and without them buying from the dealers. If the dealer gets the fuel at wholesale price, then they have to put transportation, the salary, the electricity. So maybe the one then the way they go buy, then go get them. Yes, that is true. But the side way me worry about, now the side forget the foreign exchange for giving people in the. Because now they government be done the app, for directly. If it to say this talk, government say, okay, una the big players them, una can't we directly for the money una need the foreign exchange, we go help una for make una get foreign exchange for pay the people them. We una the order through na the country. The government form safe. Mining companies we know they have it. If now way for quiz we money from them, that's fine. But the mobile company and the factories them. Now then the issue where they mix by this talk. Now so me feel. Say the mobile companies and the factories them where they mix by this talk. If now they not accuse them say then they keep fuel. Now mining companies still then they accuse them they keep fuel. Mining companies will not say whatever they take come on we land. Not today then they process and then they go to. So then they get Forex. You don't see? But if the Bank of Salon self come in and say, okay, una the major players, then the major commercial uplifters, na so they call them, where they use more of the diesel. We una ready, una can't we they help una with the Forex. But no, they say na them. How you expect them forget? Because then they buy and sell. How then they buy and sell? Now they are same. How they left faulting? We go back to my. We just hope say. Then think they don't pull the press release down. Now they say NRA who say the concession can pass, then they stop halting for all man force. You don't see another mistake back they don't make. They say pass the companies them, the mining companies them, and also the major commercial pass then take training force. Wahala go dey. Oh, they watch. We'll come back tomorrow. Can continue with what you go put on the table. We get all that thing there for talk about the president in you. But we wish you happy birthday. Till we meet again tomorrow. T policy. Tata.